Hi everyone. Did you know the type of pasta you eat could be affecting your brain health, memory, and even your weight? Ultra-processed refined pastas can cause blood sugar spikes, gut imbalances, and even contribute to brain fog and cognitive decline over time. But the right pasta, it can nourish your gut, support brain function, and help shed those stubborn pounds without giving up that comfort food that we all love. Now, I hear you. Life is busy between work and kids and everything in between. Making gut-friendly meals can feel like just another thing on the to-do list. But trust me, it doesn't have to be. So join me today in the kitchen. I'll show you 4 incredible pasta options. And no, I'm not talking about zoodles. These ones are easy to cook, packed with gut-loving benefits, and taste a lot like the real thing. And the best part, your family and kids will love them too. I'm Leilani. I'm a chef, clinical nutritionist, really busy mom, and my goal here is to help you feel confident making gut-friendly, family-approved meals that boost your brain, body, and microbiome, all without giving up the foods you love or losing your mind in the kitchen. Because let's face it, life is way too short for boring food. But here's the thing. Most pasta isn't exactly doing our health any favors. The ones I'll show you today have 5 key prebiotic fibers. It's a little bit sciencey, bear with me. GOS, galacto-oligosaccharides, resistant starch, pectins, arabinogalactans, and fructo-oligosaccharides, FOS. And why does that matter? Because prebiotics are the main fuel source of food for the good gut bugs. And when you don't feed them, they starve and they die off. And that leaves you susceptible for sickness, illness, and weight gain. So, join me in the kitchen. It's time to spill the beans. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're doing much loved pasta. And I have 4 different kinds of pasta that I am sure you can also get in your own country. I live in Australia, but I'll talk you through what you can look for on the brand names and on the labels rather to see, to get the benefits of these pastas. They are gluten-free, and I know people are a little bit funny about gluten-free, but particularly these 2, you can't tell that they're gluten-free. They have that gorgeous chew. So, and even though this one's green, it doesn't have any weird spinach flavor. It is actually edamame. Okay, so this is my favorite one. I cook with this at least once a week. So anytime you're using spaghetti carbonara, spaghetti bolognese, which I actually have a video for spaghetti bolognese, a gut healthy version, and it uses these pasta, I was gonna say these noodles, but these edamame pasta, and it's delicious. Besides the green factor, you cannot tell that it's not wheat pasta. So 100% gluten-free. This is the packaging of the one in Australia. And I look at the ingredients list and it just says organic edamame, which is baby soybean and flour and water. That's it. And the reason I love these ones so much, besides that you honestly can't tell that they're not glutinous, not even your kids will pick it up, is, and have a look at it up close, it's packed with resistant starch. And so this supports Ruminococcus brommi and fecal bacterium proxinitzi. I can't say that. So this increases the butyrate production and it lowers inflammation and strengthens the gut lining. So these pastas, they're bean-based, right? Both of them. So they are high fiber, great for the gut. So they feed the beneficial bacteria, but they're also high protein. So they keep you feeling full. And that's why they are much better for you than refined pasta. They're really good for your gut And I'm going to show you in a minute how you can throw together a really easy, simple pasta for your kids, right? So we've got edamame. This has got the chew that any other pasta does. This second one, now you don't have to get this flavor, but have a look. So you can get these pulse pastas. They come in all different kinds, chickpeas. This is actually a blend, so lentil, chickpea, borderly beans. And again, what you want to do is flick over and have a look, and it has pea flour, chickpea flour, borderly bean flour, lentil flour. That's it. That's all they got. And the best thing is they take 5 minutes to cook. So the thing about these pastas is you don't want to overcook them, because if you overcook them, they kind of go mushy and they're a bit kind of, they don't feel like regular pasta. But if you're disciplined and you put your pasta in boiling water with a good amount of salt, that's the secret, a little heap of salt, sea salt if you can, and into that huge bucket of pasta water, put these on, make sure it's a rolling boil, put the lid on, time it, test it. You want it to be just cooked, then drain it and let it drain so that they come out from, they're not sitting in water. And this is what this looks like. So if beans cause bloating, which is sort of one of those telltale signs that your gut is not optimal, because you should have the bacteria that break, or the microbes that break down beans. And if you don't, because you haven't been eating them, or that's other high fiber foods, let's say, you will get bloated and potentially cramp after eating beans. So what I recommend is you just start slowly. So you might start with hummus and a spoon of hummus every day or every second day. Or if you're having pasta, you'll just have a little portion of it and work your way up. In my gut course, which I talk about later on in this episode, in this class, I actually go into how to prepare beans so that you don't have so many reactions to beans. Because the thing is, beans are one of the cheapest, cheerful, best gut healthy ingredients. And if you don't eat them and you're starving your beneficial bacteria, over long term, you can have some really detrimental health concerns, because they are your army. And I have plenty of videos on why gut health is the foundation of overall health of the body. So please go and check them out. I'll put the links below so you can have easy access. So let's go into how we're going to make a really quick kid-friendly meal. So I've got the pasta. I'll just use the chickpea. I'm going to put that in a bowl. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, the oil of kings and queens, which is why the Mediterranean people love it. It's got a lot of anti-inflammatory compounds. Nutritional yeast. Oh, I love this stuff. Let me know in the comments below if you love nutritional yeast, if you use it. If you don't, get on board. It is basically Parmesan cheese, but it is also kind of a supplement. So it's that energy type of supplement. It's loaded with B vitamins and it's really moreish. You could put on popcorn. In this case, I'm just going to sprinkle about a tablespoon onto my pasta. And that's it. I'm just going to mix it. Now this is a kid-friendly meal, so I've already put salt in there because my pasta was quite well salted. And nutritional yeast is very salty, so you want to sort of maybe give it a taste before you add more salt. But just because this is for kids, we'll put a little bit there. I'm not going to go too crazy. You know how to use pasta. I'm sure everyone knows how to make pasta. And then I'll put some of these little beauties. So the reason they're different colors is because I specially chose them, because different colored food has more different types of polyphenols that feed up all the different bacteria or microbe armies in your gut. So they defend you. So that's why you want diversity, and diversity in colors, okay? We've got a really simple chickpea pasta, nutritional yeast, extra virgin olive oil, and multicolored tomatoes that I'm sure your kids, certainly my son, would love, and it's really good for him too. All right, now we're going on to two other ones. Now, these are pastas, but they're also noodles. Noodles are the pasta of Asia. So I'm going to show you another quick dish that you can throw together using these noodles, although this one is pasta, but I'm using the noodle variety. And these are really, really good. The first one is actually the same brand. I'm not sponsored by this brand. I just really like it. I don't know if you've heard of konjac noodles, or this is konjac pasta. You can get it at the Asian store. You can get it at the supermarket. In fact, all of these pastas that I'm showing you today, at least in Australia, you can buy in the supermarket. I've seen them in the States. I've seen them in England. We have a world of options. So these are the konjac ones. And the reason that I recommend them is because they actually feed beneficial bacteria like Bacillus and bifidobacteria, and that supports digestion and also the gut balance. But because they are low calorie, high fiber, they actually support weight loss. And let's be honest, wouldn't it be nice to eat some kind of pasta and lose weight? It's almost unheard of. You certainly can't do that with wheat pasta. And I'm not saying never eat wheat pasta, but once a week, try to mix it up so that you're swapping some of these out. And the very, very important thing about konjac noodles, this is made from the root. I'll show you what it looks like up close. It's made from the fiber, a water-soluble fiber from the konjac root. And so it can be a little bit fishy, which is not what you want from pasta, I know, or for noodles, when you first open the pack. So really important, open it, put it into warm water and let it soak for 1 minute, warm to hot water, and then drain it. And you won't be able to smell the fishiness from it because it's really off-putting. Now, instead of just showing you how to make pastas, because we all know how to make pastas, I'm going to transform these ones into an Asian-based noodle dish. Both of these are really good for soups, for broths, for cold noodle salad, for basically swapping out, say like pad thai, a rice noodle dish, whether you're at home and you're making it, or if you're out and you see this on the menu. And the second one, you'll know this one, this is called premium bean vermicelli. It's also known as glass noodles, but why they're so good is they're actually 100% mung bean. So they're naturally gluten-free as well. They're higher in protein. They also support brain health and mood because they're a natural source of L-dopa, which is a dopamine precursor. And the other thing about these noodles, they look so similar, I almost can't tell the difference, right? This has just been soaked in water as well and drained. But the glass bean noodles are actually the most gut-friendly legumes. So if you feel like you do bloat from legumes, try these bean glass noodles, certainly at home, and ask if they have them out. And the other thing about them is because they have oligosaccharides, they help basically reduce the harmful bad bacteria in your gut. So by eating these noodles and pasta, I know that's a noodle, this could be a pasta or a noodle, but you know, it's all in the same kind of bucket. You're actually helping your body. So I think that's super cool. What we're going to do today, I'll move these aside. Now, I'm just going to throw together a quick cold noodle salad. I love this. This is such a go-to for me. So this is obviously Australian, it's organic coleslaw, it's already done for you. So all you got to do is get your noodles cooked That's why I chose the noodle part of this rather than the pasta. Put a handful of that. Now this is gut friendly because it's got the different polyphenols in it. It's got from the different colors. It's also carrot, and grated vegetable like this is almost like a broom. You know what I mean? It's going through, sweeping your colon, which is, I know you don't want that thought when you're eating, but this is also a nutrition cooking class, so I'm going to talk about that. And that's it. I would probably put a little bit more, but my bowl's a bit small. I'm going to put a bit of spring onions in there. And I've got a sauce. So this is just, you can buy the sauce, but essentially this is rice wine vinegar, soy, I put a bit of little honey and sesame oil. And you just pour that over. And I'm going to top it with cooked prawns because they have a nice amount of zinc, and then some black sesames. That's it. Really quick. Once the noodles are cooked, and even the noodles take 5 minutes, so this whole thing, obviously you'd mix it together a little bit. This is what it looks like. This is a very quick lunch, maybe 5-minute lunch if you've already got the dressing. I usually make dressings in bulk in a jar, so I just pour it over and have the same thing twice. The sesame noodle, konjac noodle salad. All right, so there you have it. 4 different types of pastas that are beneficial for you, good for your gut, ready in a few minutes. So all of these pastas all cook under 6 minutes. You can buy them at the supermarket. Certainly these ones aren't expensive. These ones are a little bit more expensive than the average pasta, but it is worth it. And I say give it a go. One night a week, swap them out, especially try the edamame. This thing is gold. I love it. When it's on special, I buy about 5-10 packets of it, whatever's available on the shelf. And I give it to my children, and they can't tell the difference. But thanks for being with me in the kitchen, and I'll see you again soon. Head over to the supermarket and give one of those babies a spin. Try them in a pasta bake, or even just swap them out for mac and cheese. And by the way, I'll be making a gut healthified mac and cheese really soon. I'm still tweaking the recipe a little bit. So like and subscribe to keep updated. But listen, on another note, if you, like so many others, just feel bloated and sluggish and struggling with food intolerances, it's really a sign that your gut needs some TLC. And if you've been avoiding gut-friendly foods like beans because it makes you feel better, well, unfortunately, you'd be starving your good gut bacteria, which over time leads to major health issues. It causes inflammation and even gives you a higher risk of so many Western diseases now. But if you want to fix your gut, check out my step-by-step gut health program. The link's in the description. It covers stool testing, microbiome analysis, which you don't have to do, by the way, but where to go, a personalized food strategy to get your gut thriving again. And you'll learn how to actually digest and absorb the food instead of cutting everything out and then suffering through that restriction. The right pasta isn't just about taste. It's about fueling your gut, supporting weight management, and improving your body's ability to handle everything we throw at it in this very polluted world that we live in. So make the swap, enjoy your favorite foods, and let your mind and microbiome thrive. So thanks for spending time with me today. Let's chat in the comments. What's your favorite gut-friendly pasta, and how do you cook it? So share your tips with one another and with me so we can all learn to be healthy together. Bye.